I think probably the thing I like most about your playing is you enjoy doing it. No, you're having a great time playing, and that's 90% of it right there. Is there some reason why you're sitting there and you're not sitting there?
I can see her.
Okay, yeah, right. Well, yeah, but that's a really good reason. You, the first and second violin, have so many things together. It might seem better, maybe you can sit closer or something. I don't know. You have all these things that go back and forth, and it's kind of, it's like watching a tennis match. You know what I mean? So that's fine. I think I kind of knew why you did it. But you two. Well, not only that, but I also noticed when you're going back and forth watching. Now, Grandma in the back row isn't going to watch. She says, "Oh, you guys can do anything. She'll love you." Same thing with Mama. That's their job, right? But for a person like myself, I'm saying to myself, "Well, why aren't you in the same part of the bow when you're doing similar things?" No answer to that, is there? So it's just a little minor things like that I wondered why you weren't sitting closer so you could see where her bow was, or so you could see where her bow was. Balance, and that's just a minor thing. I mean, I'm going to mention a bunch of things. That was a wonderful performance. So my job isn't to pat you on the head, I'm thinking. So I'm kind of laying it out what I hear. That's why they brought me in and tried to ruin my life. Okay. Cello. Okay, here, balance. Look at violins on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th bar. And this happens a lot in here. The repeated Ds keep playing really loud. Why don't you just bring them down? Do you know what I mean? Why don't you play your forte passage like you're doing, okay? And then when you play the Ds, when you're alternating with the Ds, just put the Ds in kind of a light détaché sound, just very light. Why don't you try that a little bit? Play the opening. It's so quick to just watch where you are in the bows. Oh, is there a reason why you're holding your bows that way, or is that how we would talk? Right. I actually teach that. When there's a group that doesn't play with a quality, a baroque quality, I had to move their hand up. So I thought that's what was going on, but I didn't know. I said, well, I made a statement. Sitting with the same teacher, got some weird idea how you hold your bow. But that's good. I like that. I appreciate that. There is a different quality, isn't there, in the sound that you produce. And we don't have to go into the bow and all that kind of stuff. Okay, do the beginning. When you get to the Ds, don't pound the Ds out. Bring them very soft détaché. Do the beginning. So you got it. Bring out the 16th note. So you're going to go forte, piano, forte, piano, forte, piano, but it goes back and forth. Did you notice that you were different parts of the bow? Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Cello. Wonderful big set. Big grin. That's defensive grin. Is that a defensive grin? What is he going to say? How's it going to make my life miserable? You can get a cleaner, crisper sound with less effort and move your bow off that fingerboard. Do your 16th notes there at 20. Yeah, but you don't have to press so hard to get a nicer sound. But where were you playing?
The side I was playing.
Yeah, your bow was up here, and so how does she get all that good sound? Because you were working really hard at it. Our job isn't to work hard. Our job is to do the least amount of work and effort to get the maximum sound and musicality. So we use our instruments in a way, in our bows, in a way we have lots lots of tools. We can play at the frog or the tip, we can play up or down, we can play with a fingerboard close to the bridge. We can create all those different sounds. There's a myriad of tools and all the combinations that you have to create a sound. And your job in an ensemble like this is to make sure that you're all creating the same kind of sounds. That's always one of where you're on the bows, you know, so you want to create the same kind of sound. As a soloist, you want to use the maximum possible, make the maximum possible music and quality sound you're looking for with the least amount of effort. So if you move your bow down a little bit, it's easier for you, and you don't have to press so hard, and it'll come out very much like your teacher wants you to do with a Baroque sound. That make sense? And I just pointed that right there. Lovely adagio there. Very nice. Oh, when you get into Allegro, it's starting at 25. I don't know if you've tried this, but it seems to me that you might want to consider, as different voices are added to the texture, it starts with the cello. And then the viola comes in with the line, but you just keep pounding away. I mean, you didn't come back any. And the same thing when the violins come in. Seems to me everybody else should come down a little bit. So it's less effort because your line. It is really interesting to hear the colors of the different instruments as they come in, without the obstruction of the other counter melody. Does that make sense? So in a fugal passage, you state the theme, and then the theme is stated again in a different voice, but everybody else comes down just a little bit and dynamic, so that the new voice can be heard, the texture doesn't come out. Does that make sense? So you might want to try that as you work through the pieces. All right. Those are the kind of comments that I would make all the way through the piece, because Baroque music starts and then it stops. It doesn't do Mozart, like change in the middle and different styles and different tempos and all that kind of stuff. It starts and it stops. The idea of you're working with those Baroque sounding, trying to create a Baroque sounding with your bow grips. Was it hard to accommodate to that with your bows? A little bit? Yeah. Do you think it was worth it? Yeah, I do too. But the Baroque music was one quality of one emotion. It was called the doctrine of affections. Affection, AFF, not EFF. Okay, affection is affection of the emotions. So that a piece started and it had a quality to it, and that same quality went throughout the piece. So style, the 8 notes stay the same, the quality of the sound stays the same, everything stays. That's why you had that adagio in the middle, and then you had a fugal section, and then you had something else, and he changed that way. Mozart, Beethoven's is conflict and then resolution, first theme, and a contrasting second theme, an argument in the middle, and then a resolution. I think it's quickest analysis of a sonata label form that I've ever made. Anyway, are those comments helpful? Do you feel okay about that? Well, good. Tell your teacher I really love what he's doing. You guys are just terrific. You're doing some really neat things. There's some really great music out there for you, so keep playing. Next time I see you playing something else, maybe some Schubert with bass, the bass quintet. There's some Schubert. Huh? Anyway, there's some other good music out there, and so and you know that Vivaldi wrote 4 of these, four full concertos. So there's lots of that kind of stuff. So there's lots of music for an outstanding group such as yourselves. So thank you very much for sharing that music. And like I said, it was a real blessing to hear a lively, very vibrant young group playing with energy was quite a treat for me at the end of my day. Thank you very much.